I am Muḥammad ibn Mūsā Al-Khwarizmi, though across the centuries you may know me simply as Al-Khwarizmi. I was born around the year 780 in the city of Khwarizm, in the lands you now call Uzbekistan. My journey carried me to Baghdad, to the House of Wisdom, the great center of knowledge established by the Abbasid caliphs. There, among scholars, translators, and astronomers, I devoted my life to seeking out truth in numbers, in the stars, and in the very order of the universe. I studied the wisdom of the Greeks, the Indians, and the Persians, and from their teachings I built something new, knowledge not just preserved, but transformed. My name lives on because of a book I wrote, Al-Mukhtar fi Isb Algebra wa al-Muqabala, the compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing. It was a book born not of idle speculation, but of necessity. Judges, merchants, architects, and surveyors all required clear methods for calculation. Islamic inheritance law demanded precision in dividing estates. Land and trade needed reliable systems of measurement. My book was meant to serve these needs. In this work, I introduced algebra, completion, the process of moving negative terms to the opposite side of an equation to make them positive. I also explained al-Muqabala, balancing, the act of reducing like terms on both sides of an equation. With these principles, even the most complex problems could be brought to order. I classified equations into 6 standard forms, such as squares equal to roots, x superscript 2 equals bx, squares equal to numbers, x superscript 2 equals c, roots equal to numbers, bx equals c, and combinations of these. For each, I provided methods of solution, not only through arithmetic but also by geometric demonstrations. With simple diagrams, I showed how the square of a number, or the addition of rectangles, could represent the completion and balancing of an equation. My aim was clarity, that anyone trained in logic could follow the steps and find the truth, but my book did more than speak in abstractions. I applied these rules to real cases, the division of inheritances, ensuring fairness as required by law, calculations in trade, profit and partnership, the measurement of land and the digging of canals, the construction of buildings, where proportions must be exact. In this way, my algebra became not merely a science for scholars, but a tool for society. From the title of this book came your modern word, algebra. Yet what I gave was more than a name. I gave a new discipline, one that lifted mathematics beyond arithmetic and into reasoning itself. Algebra became a universal language, capable of solving not just the problems of my time, but the questions of centuries to come. But my contributions did not end with this book. I also wrote on numbers and arithmetic, bringing the Hindu numeral system into our world. It was I who introduced the digits 0 through 9 into common use, with their place value system. Imagine, without 0, without positional notation, your modern mathematics, your commerce, your very computers could not exist. From my name itself came another word you know well, algorithm, the guiding principle of all modern computation. I also turned my eyes to the heavens. In astronomy, I compiled the Zij al-Sindhind, refining planetary tables from Indian and Greek sources and making them more accurate. These tables guided travelers across deserts and oceans, helped determine prayer times, and inspired astronomers for centuries after me. In geography, I revised Ptolemy's Geographia. In my Kitab Rat al-Ar, the image of the earth, I corrected coordinates and descriptions of cities, mountains, seas, and rivers. My map stretched from the Atlantic Ocean to the lands of China. Under Caliph al-Ma'mun, we even sought to measure the Earth's circumference, achieving results astonishingly close to what you know today. My work also touched trigonometry, calendars, and timekeeping, sciences that guided worship, agriculture, and exploration. And though I lived more than 1,000 years ago, my books did not remain in Baghdad. In the 12th century, scholars in Spain and Italy translated my works into Latin. Algebra, algorithmy, the numeral system with 0, all entered the fabric of European learning. My writings became the stepping stones for the Renaissance, and later, the very foundations of modern science. Some call me the father of algebra, and for this I am honored. But I was more than a single achievement. I was a seeker of patterns, a servant of reason, a man who believed that through numbers and equations, humanity could glimpse the order placed in creation. When you speak of algebra, when you write algorithms, when you see the zero shaping the logic of your world, you are, in truth, continuing the legacy that began with me. I am Al-Khwarizmi. And my voice lives on in every calculation, every equation, every discovery that springs from the union of numbers and human thought.